What's up, fam? It's the Bro Capitalist coming at you today with a real quick service announcement. I do this every once in a while. And this one's going out to the fathers out there, the dads. Now, if you're a mom, you can listen to, maybe pass this along to the dads. But look, the fathers need to do what fathers do. And what do fathers do? They typically protect, and they should teach what responsibility is, right? What do they need to protect? Well, right now, I think your daughters need protection, right? From injustice. It's a sad state of affairs we're in today, where you have somebody's daughter quitting the sport she loved because of an injustice, right? You know, I don't know this woman from Adam or Eve, right? I'm assuming when she was a little kid, somebody threw her a bicycle for her birthday or something and said, have at it. And she never got off of the thing. And so somebody was like, hey, you can make money at this, or at least you can get some accolades. You can win a ribbon, a medal, or whatever. And she stuck with it. She got up early in the morning. She rode out late at night. Her friends called her crazy. You mean tell me you gonna just ride 75 miles on a bicycle for fun? And she was like, yeah, that's what I do. You know, this is me. That's what I do. And then she wins awards for it. But she was born in a day and age where Marxism has more influence over your daily life than Jesus Christ. And I know I just threw Marxism out there like a hand grenade, but listen, one of the tenets of Marxism, or elements, whatever, you need to have conflict in the society. And right now, our society is conflicted over something that just seems so, it just seems, I mean, I always say 1 + 1 = 2, but apparently mathematics is racist now. If you don't know about that, go look it up on YouTube. But anyway, we're living in a society now where we're questioning whether it's fair for a woman or a human being who was born with ovaries to compete with another human being who was born with testicles. I think I can make that as simple as I can. Now, the human being that was born with testicles said, no moral judgment here at all, but they came to a conclusion that, testicles it ain't for me. I'd rather be the female, right? So that person liked bicycles too. And what did they do? Well, they figured, I don't think I want to compete with other males with testicles. So I'm going to compete with females with ovaries. This is not fair. I love everybody. I don't care what you do. Just leave the kids alone, right? This isn't fair. I don't hate nobody. Hatred, it takes a lot of energy. I can get to know you, know what you about, know what you do. I don't care, right? This ain't about hatred. This is about justice. And guess what? I'm calling up the patriarchy. It's like the bat phone. We need the patriarchy back. We need masculinity back. Get your masculinity cape out of the closet, dads. Go find your daughter, whether she's 6, 16, 36. If she's competing in a competition with a human being that was born with testicles, had those testicles for a long time, long enough for the bone density to make a difference, the hips, the angles of the hips to make a difference, all this stuff. If she's competing with that type of human being, take her out of the competition. I know she's going to be whining and crying, but she'll be better served for it. This is when you got to stand up, be a dad, and say, I know what's best, right? Apparently, I don't know, maybe her dad influenced her to quit and say, no, this isn't fair, right? Here's another one. We all know, we all been to high school, I'm assuming, and hopefully all y'all graduated, right? But we knew that girl in high school who thought she was fine as I don't know what. And so did her parents. And maybe her parents said, you so good looking, I'm going to have you get in a beauty contest. Now, I don't know what that's going to do for your career, but it's nice to have on your resume. Now, as a recruiter, I've represented some Miss so-and-so and so, right? It's on a resume. Got them interviews. Hey. But guess what you got to do, man? these girls in these beauty contests, they gotta memorize stupid facts that we don't have to, just in case they get that question out of the blue. They don't want to get stumped. Like, name all 50 states. Or, how far is Russia from England or something crazy like that. And they got to have a talent. You just can't be pretty, right? You got to tap dance, sing, twirl a baton. They go through all this, man. And then you get the shame from all the girls who like, oh, she thinks she's so fine just because she won Miss Kalamazoo, Michigan, right? They go through a lot, man. They got to sacrifice a lot. And then what happens? They go to a beauty contest and lose. That's okay. I'm sure it's subjective. Every girl out there knows that it's a girl born right now who gonna have your husband looking some kind of way in 20 years, right? So I'm pretty sure most girls are like, I lost to a girl, it's all right, but you lose to Brian? Come on, man. Like, how you gonna... Dude, they messed up for life. I don't care what you say. These girls went on diets. They probably got bulimia, maybe anorexia, so they could compete in this contest, man. They learn how to tap dance. Their toes all messed up. Some of them probably did ballerina 2 or 3 years, too long, knowing they weren't going to join no New York ballerina company, but it looked good on the beauty contest resume. And they go up there and they lose to Brian. Brian ain't tap dancing. Well, maybe he did. I don't know. But he don't look like no ballerina. And he don't look like he's anorexic or bulimic. So, not saying, I'm joking, y'all. So, chill on the comments. But it ain't fair that these women lost to a dude named Brian who never stopped eating. Right? I don't care if you say I'm fat shaming or whatever. Somebody need to tell this dude to lose some weight, or the guy who now the human being who was born a boy, who now identifies as a woman. Someone needs to tell this person that being overweight is not healthy. And it used to be unattractive. Why was it unattractive? Because it wasn't healthy, right? You don't want to get diabetes and be up there on a 1.5 legs in your next beauty contest, right? So, dads, pull your daughters out of these beauty contests. We need to have all men in a Miss America contest next year. I'm calling for it right here, right now. If I had a petition, I'd have you sign it. All men in a Miss America, Miss Universe, Miss USA contest. Everybody. We need to take a lead from this masculine man here. Oh, he's a woman. Sorry. He's a woman. I'm serious. He went identified as a woman, looking like this, and broke a power lifting record in Canada, looking like that, and identifying as a woman. Crushed the record by 100. He is a hero to women everywhere. He crushed this female weightlifting record by 100 pounds. Why is he a hero? Because he showed the injustice of it all. The injustice is the previous record was held by a human being who was born a dude and then decided to compete against human beings who were born female in the same sport. So this person who's currently identifying as a female crushed a weightlifting record held by a transgender man. Look, I'm getting too old to be going through all these doggone descriptions. Look, this dude identified as a woman, held by a dude who was identifying as a woman. And I'm saying all dudes should sign up for all female sports, and all females should sit out until this injustice is made right. And I know that not all transgender people feel this is just. You only hear about the people who feel, you only hear people, this article's calling this woman transphobic because she quit her sport. That's the only people you're gonna hear about. You don't hear the transgender community who says, no, this is not fair. You don't hear none of those people. Why? Because the media won't cover it. Why? Because they're all leftists. Who's on the left? At the end of the left, you go way out to the left where the buses stop running. Guess who you see? You see the statue of Karl Marx, right? So, look, I'm calling for a sit-in, right? Go, fellas, next time you meet, after the game, after the, if you go into a Warriors game, Pistons game, what other sport, a new baseball game, I want all the men to go do a sit-in the female bathroom. All of them. Why? Because this isn't fair, man. Females need their spaces. And if they not going to protect themselves, I hate to say it, man, but the masculinity just gonna have to do it. Captain Masculine, the patriarchy, like the patriarchy crew, or the patriarchy league, or whatever, man. Like, either y'all do it, the women, by like protesting yourself, start participating in this nonsense, because it's not fair to you. Or the men can do it. The men can just go into these women's bathrooms and sit down, watch YouTube, smoke cigars, whatever, if you can. Well, you probably can't. But anyway, you get my point. Hey, swimming competitions, all males. Softball team, all male tryouts. Like, just women, just stop. If you stop participating in this, you can get your sports back. You can get your spaces back. And maybe, just maybe, we can get spaces for transgender people. We can get spaces where people who feel like they are not in their right body, right? They can compete against like-minded people. That's just being fair.
I just wanted to remind you guys to check out thebrokecapitalist.com. You'll find some awesome books there, including a historical fantasy fiction series that I star in, called Ideas in Blood.